We fought. We fought for 48 minutes, literally. Coming off a back-to-back. That was a big win. That was a good win.
The shot distribution is spread out. It tells you that this team is competent. They like playing together. They found a formula that works. And Kenny Atkinson, I love what he did. Got two dominating guards that need the ball. He came in and said, guess what we're going to do? We ain't running no pick and roll. I'm going to put in a system based on concept. We're going to pass and move. Nobody's going to dominate the basketball. And what do you have right now? Undefeated team, and everybody's happy because they're getting to play basketball and touch the rock.
Are they the best backcourt duo right now in the NBA?
You know, they're up there, and you start putting in win percentage, obviously they're in the top 2 or 3.
That was just unbelievable. This entire run has been unbelievable. I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't have any doubt. I really did think for a second that this was finally going to be the night that the streak ended. But nope, the Cavs are 11-0, and this team really is just something special. There was just so much to talk about. The Cavs managed to pull out a win on a night where they played one of the worst third quarters of basketball that you will ever see, scoring only 11 points. Evan Mobley was the X factor in this one. This is his breakout season. He's finally becoming the player that everyone was dreaming and hoping he could be. He's playing aggressive with no fear, and he's just dominating in the paint, both offensively and defensively. And he completely negated one of Jared Allen's worst performances of his entire career in the NBA. And then there's Ty Jerome. He just continues to be that 2021 Ricky Rubio off the bench. He comes in, he's cool, calm, and collected. He is a spark plug. Niang was really solid. Darius Garland is officially starting to become a closer. Man, this Cavs team is just something, and it's unbelievable. Before I get into everything in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world, and it really helps push this video out to other Cavs fans. We are on the road to 40,000 subscribers. We just hit 35. Thank you all so much for that, and with your continued support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so getting into some of the numbers from this game, Evan Mobley played 35 big minutes. He had 23 points, 16 rebounds, 4 steals, a block. He did have 4 turnovers, but those weren't really a big deal because he was 10 for 11 from the field. Ultra efficient, he knocked down a big 3 and was +8 overall in a really tight game. Whenever you're positive in the plus minus in a game like that, that automatically means you played pretty well. Isaac Okoro played 14 minutes, he had 3 points, grabbed a rebound, had an assist. Wasn't that much of a factor, but still, he was there, he didn't play too bad. But Jared Allen, that was one of the worst games I've ever seen from him. I don't know if he was sick or if something was going on behind the scenes, but he just could not finish around the rim. He missed a few dunks. He almost like airballed a couple of layups. I don't know what happened. He had 3 turnovers as well, only 4 points. It was a bad game, but let's just move on because I want to continue the positive vibes. Garland had 20 points, 32 points. He had 6 big assists, did turn the ball over 3 times, but again, in the fourth quarter, the Cavs had 0 turnovers and the Nets had 7. That is why Cleveland won this game. And then Donovan Mitchell had 22 and he was +4 on 5 for 12 shooting. And he started the game off red hot, 4 for 4 from 3. In terms of the bench, Ty Jerome didn't put up a ton of numbers, but he played 18 minutes and was +16 while he was on the court. That just speaks volume to what he's been doing. He had 4 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 2 steals. So I mean, he did actually stuff the stat sheet. He just didn't have anything that like stands out. And then Sam Merrill played 20 minutes. He hit 2 threes. He was 2 for 4, pretty efficient there. And Karis LeVert had 12 points on 31 big minutes. He was on Cam Thomas for majority of the night. And even though he did knock down some shots, that dude Cam Thomas has never seen a shot that he doesn't like. And I thought LeVert was pretty solid on him, and he had 2 big blocks along with a steal. And also in terms of plus minus, LeVert was actually the best one today, +19 in those 31 minutes. So basically all the Nets runs were when he was off the court. And that is why he was out there to finish out the fourth, and Jared Allen was on the bench. Also, shout out George Niang. He had 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting. He's really starting to play like a punk. I love it, because last year he was getting exposed on defense. I think that was because of JB Bickerstaff. I think Atkinson has just been pushing him into becoming a brand new player, and I just love it. He's actually valuable now. But yeah, even when the Cavs did go ice cold and couldn't get a shot to go down, they could not get the lid off the rim, they were still moving the ball around really well offensively. And I thought there was quite a few times where the Nets were completely out of sorts and the Cavs had wide open threes, but they just couldn't knock them down. But that's gonna happen, especially after how they were shooting against the Warriors. They were due for an inefficient night and they still managed to win. I think that just speaks volume that the Cavs are officially championship contenders. I don't want to jinx anything. I know we're only 11 games in, but it's time for that to be said. They're legit, they're real, and I can't wait for that Boston game. This video is definitely more of my reaction from a fan side. I know normally I try to stay a little bit more unbiased, but I mean, we are witnessing history right now. There's only been 12 teams in NBA history to start out 11-0, and I really did think it was over, especially in the fourth quarter when they got it down to 2. Schroeder airballed that corner 3, but it went right to the Nets. I forget who it went to, and they just put up that layup, and then they hit a big 3 after and got back up by 7. I thought at that point it was probably going to end right there because the Cavs were out of gas, but nope, they were resilient. They kept fighting, they kept pushing, and they just found a way. Big thanks to Darius Garland. He has been captain clutch over the last 2 weeks, and he's been creating his own shots. That's the big thing. Mitchell hasn't had all the weight on his shoulders. He's been able to do things for himself, and he's also been setting up Mitchell. So it's incredible to see the chemistry that's developing between the two, and I think they are slowly starting to turn into one of the best backcourts in the league, which is something I thought I would never say after how last year ended. And I did think somebody was eventually going to get traded, but nope, I was completely wrong, and you guys bashed me for it. Man, Kenny Atkinson was just the perfect hire this offseason. When they got him, I knew he was a good coach. I liked what he did over at Golden State, and I loved what I saw from the Nets team in those 4 years he was the head coach for them. But he has just found the perfect balance of knowing when to be laid back, knowing when to get on players about things, knowing when to yell, and just creating good vibes in the locker room. And then in terms of the schemes, I just love what the Cavs are doing offensively. They're pushing the pace. They're not taking forever to get into their plays. They're not waiting until there's 8 seconds left in the shot clock for Allen to come set a screen and then getting into stuff. They're just going right at defenses, especially in transition. And they've been ultra efficient shooting the ball. And I know eventually they're going to come back down to earth in that aspect, but if they can continue to push the pace, I think they're going to be just fine. Here's what some of the guys had to say in their post-game interviews about this win.
I'm so tired. I don't know what to say. It was a great effort from everybody. We need everybody tonight, literally.
We weren't great, but it's also a sign of a really good team that can pull something like that out when you're not playing your best. And they're credit Jordy's doing a great job. They are, they're obviously exceeding expectations. So just wanted to get that out there. It was like we have to do something different. It's what we were doing was not working. We had to change something through Dean there in there at the 5, and part of it was to give Evan a rest. Like he needed a blow. Everyone was like, keep him in, keep him. I'm like, we got to give him 2 minutes, So I really believe in that, giving guys a little blow so they can finish the game well, and it worked out.
Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this game. I definitely want to get your opinion, and I'm going to do my best to respond to every single comment for this video. That's really all I got. The Cavs are 11-0, which is crazy to say. The vibes are immaculate. Man, this is going to be such an exciting season. But yeah, the vibes are immaculate, and we'll see where this team takes us over the next few weeks. Thank you all so much. If you made it to this point, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't, and also let me know what you would like to see next. And until then, I will see you all later.